No one expected that this man who supposedly couldn't use magic would suddenly transform into a streak of light. Everywhere that light passed, countless monsters were cut down. No one could even follow his movements. All they could see were after images left behind by a flash of white. His presence was like a beacon in the darkness, igniting hope in a hellscape overrun by monsters.
何が起こってるんだい？
Not long before this, hordes of monsters had surged up from the abyss. Their natural immunity to magic made them a nightmare for every mage. A once thriving city was instantly reduced to a living hell. Countless people were slaughtered, including Will's closest roommate and the teacher he respected most. Even though his teacher fought with everything he had, he was still gravely wounded. On the brink of death, Will, who relied on swordsmanship, was never afraid of these monsters, but their numbers were overwhelming, and among them were terrifying entities as powerful as the Supreme Five Wands. Even the strongest figures at the peak of the magical world had fallen to them, let alone someone like Will, who was seen as a magicless nobody. Meanwhile, the current Magi Evander refused to leave the safety of the headquarters barrier, fearing an ambush from whoever was pulling the strings. Even when the Thunder Wand and Ice Wand insisted on going out to help, they were forcefully stopped by the Light Wand. Just as Will was sinking into absolute despair, Finn, the boy he had once briefly met, suddenly appeared. This mysterious child told Will that his teacher could still be saved. More importantly, Will wasn't incapable of using magic at all. In fact, he possessed a one-of-a-kind magical power. It had simply been sealed inside him all along, and now was the moment for it to awaken?
リミットを
As the seal broke, Will fully gained control of that power. He became a beam of white light, dashing across battlefield after battlefield. With every swing of his blade, monsters were instantly cut down. Those who once mocked him and called him a useless mage had their entire worldview shattered.
何が起こってるんだい？
To everyone else, it looked like nothing more than a streak of light, cutting through and wiping out the monsters. Some people couldn't help but smile quietly. Meanwhile, Sion, who had always been arrogant about his abilities, struggled with everything he had, just to deal with a single monster. At that moment, Will appeared by his side. Sion, someone Will once envied, for being able to use magic so effortlessly, now seemed different. In Will's eyes, those once unattainable powers suddenly looked almost crude. Like a flash of light, Will charged forward. He thought to himself that he would become a blade of magic. In the end, he and Sion joined forces and brought the monster down.